Alright YouTube, so today is Wednesday and I'm out here in Sapulpa working on the Bonneville again. Today I'm doing all 4 rotors and pads on all 4. So I've already got this side, got the wheel off, and zip tied up the caliper. The old pads still look damn near brand new, and this rotor still looks pretty good, but she just wants everything to be new, so we're just going with new everything. So I'm about to open up this rotor, spray it down with brake cleaner to get all that oil off so it doesn't burn up, and then I'll get this rotor set on here. Probably going to wire wheel the bracket a little bit before I put it back on, get all that brake dust off, and get these new pads. Use a C-clamp and compress the cylinder all the way, because still got a little bit left to go. And I'll get this all bolted back down and put back together and be good to go off onto the next side, or the other side. So I'll keep you guys updated. Alright you guys, so I got the rotor all sprayed down. Got it just on here with one lug nut. And I wire wheeled down the bracket and just knocked all the brake dust off. I wire wheeled off these little slider pieces that the brake pads slide on and got those all nice and clean. And now I'm just tightening down the bracket bolts. It's 2 15mm. I will go back and make sure these are really nice and tight. Turn it down. Do that right now. Alright, there's one. Oh, let me move that. There we go. There's 2. So now those are good. So like, here's the old pads, and here's the new pad. I mean, these pads are still just about brand new. So I actually got brand new ones. So we're gonna use these nice brand new ones. That way she knows everything is nice and new, and she won't have to worry about anything. So, pretty much just going to do this on all 4. Same thing. The rear is a little different because the e-brake goes on the caliper, so it's got an e-brake cable. It's like built into the caliper. It doesn't really come out unless you take it all apart. And it makes it kind of a pain in the ass because you gotta fight it. But other than that, so now I'm just gonna cut the zip tie off, compress the cylinder the rest of the way, slide this back on there, get that nice and tight. We gotta put some grease on the bolts, some kind of lubricant, so they can slide nice. And then that's it. Get all 4 done, bleed the brakes, and then we're good. So I'll come back to you guys whenever I'm doing the rear after I get the other front side done. Alright guys, got this one all put back together. So now I'm about to go do the driver's or the passenger side front, and then I can get the rear end in the air and get the rears done. So I'm gonna knock out this other side real quick and I'll get back with you guys. Alright you guys, so I've got passenger front side done, new pads, new rotor. So I'll have to get the wheel back on this side and then move to the rear. So I'll let you know when I got the rear up in the air. Alright guys, so I've got the rear up in the air. I've got the driver's side wheel off, and you can see what I was saying about this caliper. It's got this e-brake cable that goes directly into the caliper, and it stays on there the whole time. And then evidently this top bolt right here is completely gone. It just snapped off. So I guess it's just this bottom. It's I believe it's a 12 millimeter. Yeah, 12 millimeter. Take this bolt out, swivel it up, change pads. Alright you guys, so see what I mean? I got this swiveled up. I took the pads out, and then in order to compress the caliper, I use my cutters here, and you can see it's got the 2 notches. So I just take these, put them in the 2 notches, and squeeze, but don't squeeze super tight. Like, you don't want to leave an indentation in it, you know. And you just turn it, and as you keep turning it, it will compress back in. And then once it's all the way back in, it'll still turn, it just won't go in any farther. So that one's compressed. And normally you could just slap your new pads on there, clean up these little brackets, slap it back down, you're good. But I'm swapping the rotors, so there's a bolt here and a bolt here. I gotta take both of these off, and this whole bracket will come off, and then I can get the rotor. So I'm gonna get these out real quick, and then I'll come back to you guys once I have this bracket disconnected. Alright you guys, driver's side rear is done. New pads, new rotor, wheel back on. I just got passenger rear left, and we're done, so just a minute. Alright guys, so I got the passenger side all taken apart. And this was really like the worst looking rotor out of all 4, and it's still not horrible. I mean, you can feel a little bit of grooves, but the pads were still pretty good. I mean, they're not horrible, but they ain't on metal either, so I mean, they're not the best, but they're not on metal, so they're still good, decent pads and rotors. Like, they're still usable, they're just not new. And she just wanted brand new, so got the last rotor and pads right there. About to get those on here. Wire wheel up this caliper and bracket a little bit. Get this all back together and get this wheel on, bleed the brakes. We're done. If they even need bled, they might not even need bled. We'll see. But get back to you guys in just a second. Alright y'all, I just got all 4 wheels tightened down with the 4-way. All 4 pads and rotors. Oil still looks good. Brake fluid's full. Coolant, still got coolant in the reservoir. Yeah. Everything seems to be nice and dry in here. Not seeing any leaks anywhere. So it's nice. She said it's running good. She's having slight transmission issues. So we'll see what's up with that, but alright guys. I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna go drive it around and just make sure brakes are working properly, and that's gonna be it for this video. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Y'all have a good day.